Okay, so today we're going to be looking at the Walther 32 ACP. It's the PP model, not the PPK. And give you a little look at it there. And it's a beauty. Picked this up at a gun shop, basically an estate sale. They had it on consignment. This one was manufactured in 1938. Beautiful weapon. Shoots like a dream. And machining and the manufacturing probably just wonderful. Really nice to shoot, nice to carry even. I mean, if you wanted to carry it, there's smaller guns at 380 and 9mm if you want to, but I just have it as a safe queen. I collect. And a buddy of mine was asking me about, well, where do you find stuff like that? And how do you do that? And he's younger. And so I was trying to explain to him the best way to do something like that. Yep, no mag. There's no mag in there. I know all you safety Sallies. Okay, nothing in the gun. It's unloaded. I don't play around with firearms in front of cameras or anywhere else that are loaded. So I picked this up at a gun shop. They had it on consignment at a very reasonable price because this is a nice little weapon. And my friend was asking me, well, how do you run into stuff? Because I show him stuff that I run into, and try to explain to him that you got to be really patient, and you have to go to firearm stores, gun shops, pawn stores, pawn shops, whatever you want to call, and that pawn shops are loaded with stuff. Regular gun stores, if they do consignment, sometimes you'll find something. You're going one day, there's nothing there. Going 3 or 4 days later, and there's a whole collection. And that's how you can run into some stuff, get really lucky. And you just got to make sure you set a budget, understand what it is you're looking for. A lot of people, I'm just looking for anything that's all steel and high quality and add to my collection. I guess that's fine, but you still want to have a budget, because these guys in these gun shops and these pawn shops, you walk in there, man, and everything they got is gold. Okay, it's solid gold, and they want top dollar. They looked in some book somewhere and it told them this thing's worth $1,250. Well, if you can find some dumbass to buy it for that, and yeah, it is worth that. What you want to do is go in, they're always overpriced, and feel them out and make them an offer. They're going to laugh at you, and you just play it off. Okay, that's cool, man, and you leave. And you come back in 10 days, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and it's still sitting there. And you see if they'll wheel and deal with you and figure out some way to get it out of the shop. They don't have any money in it. It's on consignment. It's not something that they had to lay out cash for. They're trying to move it out of the shop and get a percentage of that sale, okay? So what you want to do is haggle with them and see if they'll come down. And if they're, I mean, if there's some guys who won't budge. I mean, you get a guy that says, well, I got this 1911 Colt that was made in 1916, and I know it's worth $2,800, and I'm gonna, okay, well, I've seen those guns sit around for quite a long time. So anyway, you just gotta play their game. Go in if you're not worried about traveling and running around and going into these places. You can find some really cool stuff. Like I said, this one is a beauty, and it shoots like a dream. It's a commercial model, made in Germany, 1938. The model is PP, 32 ACP caliber, of course, and just handles and shoots like a dream. This thing will shoot any ammo you stick in it, anything. It doesn't matter. You can stick cheap ammo, high quality ammo, hollow points, round ball. You put it in there, and this puppy will shoot it. And it's got an 8-round magazine. You can put one down the pipe. You got 9 rounds. If you don't like the recoil of the heavier calibers, maybe that's something for you. And you don't get the recoil like a lot of the lighter guns, like a Ruger 380 LCP or some of the other smaller guns that people think they want those guns until they buy them and they shoot them and put a box of 50 through a little LCP with some hot rounds. You might change your mind. So you won't get that out of this because of it's all steel, and you don't get that kind of bite and recoil. But then again, you also don't get the penetration and knockdown power. So it's a trade-off, and decide what you want to do. But that's how you find stuff like this. Get out there, drive around your local community, the city over, or whatever, and look at the gun shops and the pawn shops and see what they got in there. And sometimes I'll go for months and months and months. Never see anything I'm interested in. And all of a sudden, bam, there's a Colt Woodsman, you know, or there's a Walther, or something like there's a little Smith & Wesson, you know, model 17. I mean, there's, you know, you run into stuff, and then do you want to pay the price for it? Or maybe you can haggle them down. But it's fun to do, fun to collect, fun to shoot. So there you go. Anyway, that's what I told my buddy.